Hi, it's April of Prerequisite Beauty. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, hey. I'll be bringing you my personal tips that'll help intensify your beauty from the inner to the outer. I'll be focusing on health tips as well as my personal beauty tips. So the personal beauty tip I would like to share with you today is called Rejuv. It's a TLC product and it's a body and face spray. Rejuv helps to revitalize dull skin, and it helps your skin to achieve its natural luster. It also is a CBD component, which is hemp extract, we understand. So it helps you, give you the extra boost you may need throughout the day. But I'm doing, for this YouTube tutorial, I'll be doing my morning glam, soft glam look, something I'll just a natural look that I can wear every day. I don't wear makeup every day, but if I were to wear makeup, something simple I can wear to work or to lunch, just something really soft glam. I'm going to share that with you today. So with the first step I'll do is apply my Rejuv. So with this Rejuv, it not only does it help revitalize my dull skin, it can act as a primer for when I put my makeup on. So we're going to shake it. And I'm just going to take it, spray it. We want to walk in because we want, well, lean in rather, because we want to make sure that we're using all the product. Then for my foundation, I'm going to use Air Flash by Dior. This is a nice medium cup, light to medium coverage, something good for every day. It's not too heavy, so this is one of my favorite. I want to just shake it up. And I put my all my foundation, concealer on the back of my hand because I like for it to warm up. So I got the concealer. I'm going to use my Face Buff and Blend by Huda Beauty. Take it and dab it. Dab it throughout my skin. And the next step after I apply my foundation, I use setting spray. Now, why I use setting spray at this point is it helps me to maneuver and set my foundation, which is an important step. So I'm going to spray. So my setting spray, go back in, work it into my foundation. Make sure I give me a nice clean foundation. So now that we got our foundation worked in, be nice and smooth. We want the natural look, and for it to just look smooth and flawless. That's what's good to use a setting spray. Oh, I forgot to mention that before I began doing my makeup, I had did my morning routine. If you want to see what my morning routine is, you can see the previous video. So since I did my morning routine, I didn't necessarily need a heavy base or a heavy primer because I already primed my skin through my morning routine. So I necessarily don't really use a primer because my makeup usually works pretty good after I follow my morning routine. So next step is to apply concealer. Well, I do correction first because, like I said, I have dark circles under my eyes. So I correct the dark circles first by using Conceal Perfect. This is by Milani. Color is 175. So I just take it. I just put a little bit under my eye. And I'm going to use my concealer brush to help work it in. So That's my concealer. Well, excuse me, my eye corrector. So I take a small sponge. This is by Real Technique. And I take it in, kind of just pat it so it can blend in. It's important that you wet your sponges because it helps your makeup move when your sponges are wet. I remember when I first started doing my makeup, I didn't necessarily wet my sponge. And then I learned about this technique. I said, okay, wet sponge. So it's important that you wet your sponge when you're applying your makeup. So after I do my color corrector, I'm going to use my concealer. Well, I'm going to let this sit for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and use my contour before I go to my concealer. So the contour I use is Black Opal's Suede Mocha. It's just a stick. So I go in and I highlight. Usually go right up under my brow bone. And I do my forehead. Now for down my nose, because I want whenever I try to draw down my nose, it don't work. So I use my MAC 106S brush. And I take it and tap it. And I kind of sculpture it down my nose. My lines be crazy. Add a little bit more here. And add a little bit more here. Because, you know, I'm going to blend it in. So now that the contour is on, I'm going to go and put on my concealer. So the concealer I use again is Milani. It's shade 165. So with my concealer, let's take it. I take it and put it down my nose because we know we want that to look bright. And I put it on my chin. Now you can do your your jawline too, but I necessarily don't do my jawline. So the next brush I'm going to use to set in my concealer and help blend my contour, it's called a Face Sculpt and Shade brush by Huda Beauty. So I like it because it got two sides. So I'll just take it and pat. And my concealer. Take it, place it. I'm using my concealer brush for this concealer. Now, I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush, this. At the same time, I'm tapping some of the concealer to help blend it. With the solid brush. Sponge, rather. Blend it. The key to makeup is make sure you blend. Because sometimes you place it in the wrong place, but if you use your sponge, you can kind of blend it in. So now that we're nice and blended, we're going to take some translucent powder, I'm sorry. So this is Medium Beige by Luscious by Lynn. I like this setting powder. So I'm just going to go, and I'm using my setting brush by Real Techniques. I'm just going to put, oh, I got some right there. You can get everywhere, so you got to kind of be careful. But it's okay because it's over there. Where I put that at? So the setting powder right here. So while I'm baking or setting, let's go in and do my eyebrows. So of course I have microblading in my eyebrows. So I don't have to really do much, but I still want them to be extra crispy. So I take my angle brush by MAC. Then I have some bra powder shade. It's dark brown. It's Kelly Baker bra. I take it and I go in and outline my eyebrow. Give it a nice crispy look. Then I go and brush through it. You know, I just want a nice crispy bra, but I also want it to look natural. So that's the purpose of brushing it. Look like I did pretty of a good job. I may have to go back through it with a pencil. But we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. So my eyeshadow, like I said, I have dark circles around my eyes. So with my eyeshadow, I always start by putting my concealer, the same color concealer that I put over my eye, under my eye. I just take it and dab a little over my eye. I'll take my smaller sponge. Let's see.
Just work it in.
Kind of brushing it out and over so it can kind of go in my creases. Then I want to highlight my eyebrows too. So with my eyebrows, I use my Kelly Baker brow pencil. It's kind of smaller, but I take it just for the extra crispy line. I'll draw it there. And there's a small brush with Kelly Baker brow. It comes with it too. It helps me blend it. So I just take it and brush it down. So, next step is to apply eyeshadow. What kind of eyeshadow I'm going to use? This is a basic eyeshadow. I'm going to use, this actually is a blush, Puncho Peach by MAC. But I like it as an eyeshadow because it gives a nice kind of peach.
Natural. I'm gonna take it. Over here.
Make sure I don't get any on my lashes because I got lash extensions, so I wouldn't have to apply lashes. But the only thing with having lash extensions, when you put on your makeup, you got to be careful with them. So one of the downfalls of having lash extensions, you got to be extremely careful when you're putting on your makeup. That's the only downfall. You want to make sure you don't capture any makeup in your lashes. So that right there. Make sure I blend this in a little more. It's not too subtle. Then next, the final step I'm going to do is I'm going to do your lip, or do my lip. So before I get started, I make sure I put some Vaseline, handy dandy, trusty Vaseline. Just so it'll provide a nice base. Then I'm going to use a liner. It's called Strip Down. It's by MAC. Now that my lip is outlined, I'm going to use Tauntus Cosmetics by Nadanya. Hey Nadanya, she has a store here locally in Detroit. This is Sweet Escape. It is a liquid matte. So this is one of my favorite lip gloss.
Let's take it.
I might should put on a second coat. That turned out really good. Nice everyday glam look. And the very last step now, you want to make sure you set your makeup so that it can last the whole day. So my setting spray I use is Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's a nice aerosol, so just take it, and my look is set, and I'm good for the day. Oh, I'm ready to start my day. I'm happy. I know today is going to be blessed. I want you all to be blessed, and make sure that you subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and just make sure you check back as I'll update frequently, or I'll update periodically throughout the week with beauty tips. Be happy, be love.